I have a bit of anxiety continuing from here about whether or not I'll be able to speak consistently since I don't know any of the puzzles up ahead or have any vague memories since I've never seen them before, but let's rip off the band-aid, keep on playing. Oh, I already heard a snore. What's this on the ground? I'm not sure. Ooh, bowling shoes. Strange. Can I put them in there? It's something that I haven't done or been doing in my life recently, despite knowing that it's the best thing to do is just rip off the band-aid of that which you want to do least. Huh. It's even... Oh, one moment.
You promised me with ever.
Emily? Where are you right now?
But you didn't keep your promise.
What? What do you mean?
I'm really sorry.
Sorry about what?
Where am I?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Is this a dream? Or is the shit a little Bradenstein?
What the hell are you talking about?
And more messages to go with it. Let's get those out of the way. Starting with Emily, who's called us for that very Twin Peaks-like conversation. JJ, what do you want for your birthday? Time. That's deep. Well, I'll make you some cookies, so you better work up an appetite. Don't burn them, okay? Of course not. I will also present you with a passionate hug to commemorate our reunion. It'll wash all your fears away. Love. Sweet. You seem more excited than usual, Emily. Really? You must be worried about me. I appreciate it. Love. And polish up with our mom here. Very sorry to tell you this, but I went inside your room today. I was only going to clean it. I didn't plan on looking at everything, but then I saw some clothes in your closet that I'd never seen before. They were a young girl's clothes. What were they doing in there? Why did you go in my room without my permission? I told you not to. Answer me, please. They're Emily's, for when she slept over. Really? Yes. You're not lying to me. Why are you doubting me? You've been acting strange lately. I want to talk to you, so you need to come home soon. Fine. Yeah, rough stuff. I was saying...
Can you hear me?
Well, looks like our friend is behind this standee. I can hear... Oh, I can push. What am I doing? Oh. I'm guessing I can't put these shoes in the slot since they're huge, but let's try. And I'll try to talk despite that guy's distraction. Yeah, I don't think these are fitting in there. I was saying that the willingness to rip off the band-aid and get something that I know needs to be done right away has leaked into my gamer life as well, as it were, both in putting off these recordings, which, if you can't tell, I'm recording these like the night or the day of release rather than stacking them up, recording in a big session and editing them throughout the week because I just don't feel like I have enough to talk about. But also in my side video game life of every like once a year or so, I play the game Catherine. If you don't know, Catherine's a puzzle game. I don't think I can swing that far. Catherine's a puzzle game about... It's half just pushing blocks, going through nightmare stages, and the other half is watching cutscenes and making choices about things like relationships, what kind of underwear you prefer. There's various things to sort of binary rank you between whether you are more marriage-oriented or not. And usually, irrelevant, but I usually end up on the marriage side of things. The monogamous loyalty side, even if the person presented is far from perfect. And I've been feeling for a while that that's something I should do again, because it really, despite the questions being all relationship related, there's so many characters in the game that you talk to that once I've forgotten every single thing they say, playing it again makes me ask questions of myself and my morality, my stances on so many different things. And it's past time to do that again. A remaster or remake sort of deal of the game came out, Catherine Full Body. And I started it but stopped because at that time it came out I wasn't feeling like it was time to play it again. And I've felt so strongly that I need to play it for months now that I started a little alcohol fund, because it's great to play alcohol while playing that game, because a big portion of it, most of it, takes place in a bar. And alcohol is a big sort of theme of the game. Can we get some music here? I want that jazz from before. I was just saving $10 to $15 a week, and I said once I get to 120, that's when it's time. Ooh, last time I heard that noise, a baby killed me. And once I get to 120, it's time to play Catherine. I'm at 145 now, so it's a bit past the band-aid point. Maybe I should get on it soon. I could use a lot of that moral, I don't want to say direction, more of just deciding my feelings. I really want to do the swing across here, but well, I'll try one more time and then we'll do something, or then we'll progress. I think I plan to sweep back all the donuts of this game, because I want to see where all the messages go, and might be a better time now, since, ooh, I see I have to match up each with these, I think. It might be a better time now before the story barrels into a sort of point of no return in the messages, and might change the flavor of the slice of life that we get. Oh, I'm guessing we can't bring all of these over because of this gap. Yeah, I could use the moral thoughts as I am at that big crossroad of my life of I need to change from just being a part-time worker to having an actual job and doing something with my life. I used to think of myself as a washed-up student, as someone smart who just gave up and is now too busy being sad to do anything with their life. And what the hell am I doing here? We got a pizza man, we got an astronaut, and a rugby player? These images do not align in my sportsless brain. Astronaut would naturally go on top, rugby is low to the ground, and pizza in the middle or something. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. I used to think of myself as a washed-up student, yeah, and it's been so long since I've been in school that I can't think of myself that way anymore. I'm too old and far gone. As much as I'd love to go back to school and figure out what the hell I'm doing, I have no idea what I'd even study. I just want the atmosphere again and the thought that I'm moving towards something. And I guess I always am, since that's how life is. But I need to make those moral... Oh, I can stand on these. The pizza guy has a good platform. Let's get this just out of the way. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Rugby goes with football pretty well, does it not? If I want this guy to be on top. That view is quite distracting to me. It gives me ideas of what might have transpired for JJ to get into this situation. So I don't know what I am right now. I hate the thought that I'm just a grocery store clerk. I want to say there's nothing wrong with that, but I kind of feel like there's something wrong with that for me. You know, I just watched... What is that shoe for? I just watched Spider-Man No Way Home, and the thought of with great power comes great responsibility is something that's... Hey, wait a minute.
Major.
I'm blind. No new messages. Sorry if me not seeing that donut man before bothered you. I'm just not very good at... not very observant. What was I... Great responsibility, right? That's something that's bothered me my whole life, and thinking about with how smart I am, as narcissistic as that is, I could be doing something with my brain. I could surely be helping an untold amount of people. Hey, I made it. So it's just based on how high you are. Got it. And I most definitely, surely I'm not helping anyone right now with my brain. And maybe I'm making you laugh. That is helpful, as I've said before. We got new messages to help me fill time in this. When being a grocery store clerk, I can rationalize it that I help people get the food they need and get what they want to buy so they feel a little happier, and that's not entirely a rationalization. That does feel... Oh, I'm guessing these are full, even though I only put one in there. No, they're not. Cool. Huh. Is there a way to shrink this? And it's not entirely a rationalization. Like, yes, I technically do help the world in some way. I contribute to society. I pay taxes. That is using my power of my body to do something good. But what about my mind? I think of it as my greatest asset. My mind and my ability to... my emotional intelligence and ability to just mediate problems is something I've been good at. And I'm not using it anymore. Am I just a grocery store clerk? And I'll say that I may not be a writer anymore, but I am a Let's Player, and that feels good that I'm something. I want a bowling ball. Is there something I can put here? What did this do?
Emily, where are you?
Oh, that must just reset the pins or something. I forgot. Come on. I just had a thought that as a head, it just so happens to be about the size of a ball. That looks dangerous. That doesn't look like fun right there. It's funny, I once had ooh. Oh, no crushies. That's nice. I once had an encounter with a customer. Ooh, those are death spikes. Where I was...
Is anyone there?
I should probably have to knock that down with a ball. That seems more likely than with a head. All I have to work with is a head, it seems. Unless I can find a ball. I had an encounter with a customer when I was working as, like, door security. Just counting how many people come in the store, stop them if there's too many for COVID restrictions. This seems like a good place to get a ball from, and it's shining. There's a net there. Nets have balls. I just don't understand this imagery. Might look it up, I'm not sure. I don't want to waste all your time here. What do I do with a shoe? I'm gonna throw it at through the bowling alley, see if that does anything. The customer, I had to try to stop him because he didn't have a mask. I was never trained on that. They just put me in front of the door and said, count people, do whatever, stay here for 8 hours. We'll tell you when it's your break and lunch. Customer came through without a mask. And I said, excuse me, sir, can I get you to wear a mask? And he said, I have a medical exemption. So my response was, is there anything you could show me about that? And he said, no, you can't just ask me about, like, dude, you can't ask me about my medical history or to show you anything. That's against my rights. And I didn't have a good response to that because I haven't been trained on anything. I don't know if that's true or not, and I'll talk more about that in a bit. So then I said, are you sure, sir? I'm just wondering if you have anything. Ooh, strike. And he said, I don't show medical documents to grocery store clerks. He said it very emphatically and angrily. And, like, he's right. You probably don't have to show medical documents to grocery store clerks, but just being reduced like that, I wouldn't say he hurt my feelings, but it was just a reminder of, this is all I'm doing with my life. A thing I will show off is since we already got those donuts, we don't have to again. They're just outlines now. So that didn't reset everything. I'm just so curious. Oh, it did reset this though. That is a pretty far checkpoint, White Owls, guys. I guess pizza could go with baseball because it's bases like. Basketball could. What is the shoe? The shoe! The shoe is a thing I could put on there. But why would an astronaut be hockey? Whatever. He's up high. Oh, I got it. Wasn't even fully correct, but okay. And there's our bowling ball for our objective. So I had time to ruminate on just being a grocery store clerk while that guy did his shopping. And then he came back. I wanted him to know that I didn't, like, hate him for saying that. I thought he was perfectly reasonable, though he did present it in an angry, kind of cool, like, Commander Shepard-like way, like, I don't talk to bugs. I don't give medical documents to grocery store clerks. That's not how you throw a bowling ball, JJ, though, I suppose. Oh, there was a meter, and I just pressed the button. Give me that back. So he came out. I just said, have a nice day, and where's my ball? Not you. There it is. Oh, I should have pushed the button again. Maybe I could have got a strike. If this were on a different console than the Switch, I would have gotten an achievement. I do want to bowl again. Hold on. One more time. Oh, that stops like that, so I can't progress. Oh no, it goes the other way, so I can progress. Screw that, though. I want to bowl. So after I said have a nice day, he, like, stopped because I'm guessing he could tell that I didn't mean to wrong him in any way. I think I missed the meter there, yeah. And he just, like, wanted to make it clear that he wasn't angry at me, so he was like, oh, you too, but, like, come on, you can't be telling that, asking people for medical documents, man. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, last time someone said they had a medical exemption, they shoved a piece of paper in my face before I could even read what it said. They went on by, so I just assumed there's some piece of paper you're supposed to show if you have a medical thing. Like, I never got trained on this. And he was like, oh, I get it. He was really cool. He also looked and sounded a lot like Matt McMuscles from Super Best Friends Play, which I was, like, laughing at to myself, like, wow, I can't believe I just got told by a famous Let's Player lookalike. That was awesome. And I guess that's about the end of that story of I don't know what I am, but a grocery store clerk. So looks like bowling didn't do anything, and the pins didn't even fall. Thank you, game. Funny enough, I do try to, like, reach in my mind for, how am I supposed to tell what's this? Wait. Actually, let's just, oh, seems they can't really come out. Oh, that's why I got this, because they can't come out when the things aren't down. Okay, I get it now. Good puzzle. That's the wrong way. I try to imagine, or I hope to see celebrities, because my city is big Canadian city, and working at grocery store I used to work at, I once saw a woman who looks exactly like Emily Wong, who is an actress who was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. She looked and sounded exactly like her, was with a man, and she is married or was married at the time. I don't know if they're still together. I don't want to be disrespectful one way or the other. And I remember walking away from that like, wow, that woman looked and talked exactly like Knives Chow from the Scott Pilgrim movie. Wait a minute, she's Canadian. That was filmed in Toronto. She lives in Toronto. There's a chance that was her. Just thought that was a cool happening. Oh, frame rate wasn't too good there. This is an interesting obstacle to overcome. Won't lie, in my puzzle-solving quietness back there of doing the 4 sports, kind of lost where I was going with the I don't know who I am anymore thing. I'm leaning, my current plan is become a security guard, and I don't know about that, man. Do I really just want to be a security guard? Is that helping anyone with my brain? Sort of, I guess. I could argue I'm protecting people and could use my powers of mediation and emotional intelligence to hopefully direct people away when I have to without getting into any violent conflict. I could just use my words, hopefully. It's not fun being lost in life. It's not the worst thing either. I'd still have my parents' money, or that they don't have, actually, not their money, just the house and food that they provide me with. I can lean on that. I'm lucky I don't have to figure out what I am and jump into anything as of right now. It's very lucky in that regard. I'm very grateful for that. Wouldn't have been able to do these Let's Plays without them, probably, because money was required to buy a microphone, my laptop, and all that. And I think since I want to get through this before I'll just speed up so you don't have to watch me die again. I just see a donut drop back there. I swear I saw a donut. I did. Luckily, the head has a pretty good jump. Oh, that one had spikes. Damn it. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Yes, that was the most difficult thing in the game so far. Is there a checkpoint, please? I don't want to do that again. Oh, there we go. That's usually a checkpoint.
Hey, Joel, my secret is been to overload.
Emily? Where are you?
Nearby.
Meaning where? Why are you running from me?
I guess I should just go faster jumping.
No! Stop being stupid.
But if I go on living, Franzoski present trouble for people. I thought they don't be fine if my shit are you know?
Emily, hold on.
Hey, JJ, I have reached your engine now. I feel a lot lighter.
I'll be right there. Just wait for me. Okay, Emily?
Glad things, glad fun things.
I need to hurry.
Though it may be a bit of a tonal shift to read all these messages. Oh, let's just do that, finish out on it, and I will say that red wings is, the color red is always worrying in a sweary game. We'll end on Emily and Mom since they tend to be the heaviest, so let's start with Abby. I got yelled at again. What was it this time? I don't know. I guess there was a theft or something. So the professor came up and started grilling me. Why the hell would I steal something? STFU. No way, that's terrible. People always judge me because of how I look. They just keep pushing their ideals onto me. Seems like you're really pissed off this time. Of course I am. Being at home is bad enough, but now I get yelled at when I'm outside too. Nothing but stress. Your parents yell at you too? They keep telling me I should think about how I appear to other people. But if I can't even dress the way I want, I'd rather die. Yeah. I'm so pissed off. I'm gonna go shred. Have fun. Yup. Philip's next. Hey Philip, what happened to the kitty? I don't have one. Why not? You want to boost your views, don't you? Getting a pet just to boost my views would be evil. Wow, Philip. You've redeemed yourself a bit. I'm not a psycho. Anyway, I decided to put up a singing video. Huh? I'm gonna let my beautiful singing voice earn me mad views. Well, good luck. I bet you suck at singing, JJ. Why would you think that? I bet I'm at least better than you. Fine, let's stream a singing battle then. No thanks. Sounds a bit like one of my friends. So, Lily now? How's Sebastian doing? He's great. I was just playing with him. What sort of stuff do you do with him? I hide cans of tuna, and he finds them. Sounds fun. It is. But Sebastian's really smart, so he always finds them instantly. Sounds like he's a master detective. You bet he is. Does the rest of your family play with Sebastian too? Not really. My grandma does sometimes. That's sweet. Playing with cats is a good stress reliever. So is fantasy time before going to sleep. Fantasy time? Yeah, when you lay in bed and fantasize about different things, like building our campus, setting the pizza place on fire, or stuffing someone I hate into an oil can and pushing them into the sea. I'm gonna mutilate you. Lily, sometimes you really creep me out. Anything is legal as long as it stays inside your head. The realms of fantasy are free. No one can stop you there. I guess you're right. You're not fantasize about beating me up, are you? With you, I fantasize about other things. Pitter patter. Meow meow. I'm just kidding. Relax, it was just a joke. Goofing off is a good way to relieve stress, you know? Yeah. Comes Professor Goodman. Hi, Professor Goodman. I found out who left their watch in the workshop. It was Philip, of course. I told him that I left it with you. Okay, I'll let him know when he can come and pick it up. Still, the watch looks terribly expensive. According to him, it costs the same as a car. What? I could never buy something like this with my salary. I should have just taken it home with me. Indeed. By the way, I heard that you've been doing Philip's work for him lately. Is this true? No, I've helped him with part of it, but we've each been doing our own work. I hope that's the case. Just don't let him take advantage of you. Okay, I'll be careful. Now let's get into the more tonally appropriate, serious messages of Emily and our mom, starting with Emily. Looks like my mom went through my room without permission. Is everything okay? I think I got her to believe me for now, but she's gotten really suspicious. She's so oblivious when it comes to other people, but for some reason, she always knows when I'm hiding something. I don't know what to do. I'm sure it'll be fine, and when the time comes, I think you should just tell her. You're going to have to at some point, no matter how things go. Yeah, you're right. I'll always be here whenever you need me, and no matter what happens, I'll always be on your side. Love. And now for our mom. Did you decide on when you're coming home? I'm going to schedule an appointment with a counselor while you're here, so let me know ASAP. What? My friend introduced me to a very good psychiatric counselor. He's especially good at dealing people with your age. Is that a typo there? He's especially good at dealing people with your age. You know, since you're at such an unstable period in your life. Anyway, he's supposed to be good at listening to young people who have problems. Once he takes a look at you, I'm sure he'll be able to figure out what's caused the abnormalities in your mind. I don't need a counselor. I'm not so sure about that. Let's just go see him together. You don't need to pay for it. I don't want to go. You need to get treatment as soon as possible. Treatment? But I'm not sick. Yes, honey, you are. Mom, I'm so sorry. My sweet little Jackie, please don't be angry with me. Why would I be angry with you? I know I shouldn't have done this, but I took those clothes out of your room and tried to give them to Emily's mother on the way home from church. What? She said Emily didn't own any clothes like that. Something about how she wouldn't buy clothes like that, and how they were too big. Mom, it's been on my mind ever since. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I had to make sure. I just had to. What did you do? Mom, answer me. I'm sorry, Jackie. I read your diary. I found out about your secret. Please go to the counselor with me, Jackie. I'm sure that your mind is just a little unstable. We'll get you back to normal in no time. Back to the smart, well-balanced Jackie we all know. Please do as I say just this once. Let me know when you're coming home. And no response from JJ. That is, I can't imagine what it's like to have a secret like that. Like, my parents are not the smartest when it comes to LGBT matters, to put it in a professional manner, But me being bi, I've never had to hide it at all. I don't think they really know, but it wouldn't be a problem if they found out, so I can only imagine the horridness of situations such as these. And we'll leave out on that note. I'll catch you in the next time. Looks like this game is barreling towards its very serious endpoint. I hope I can take it.